Today or what do you think tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Like a little noms and POV moment.
Mm-hmm. I might say it on the TV if it's Noms today.
True.
They're finally gonna touch the block.
Crazy. In week 8.
I can't believe Tara won.
Same. He did it, Joe.
Well, it was her or you or me.
Yeah, that's why it was kind of hyped. I was like, oh, best case scenario. Let's go.
Literally, when we were up to the final question, I was like, it's me, Bray, or Tara.
Yeah,
In the
that was like
playoff, if Tara gets it wrong. I knew she was gonna know the final answer though.
Same. She was next to me. I could literally hear her turn to right answer. Like when I knew it was only like one person over, and now I just hear her go. I was like, oh, she got it. Perfect. I was like, well, just like that.
Yeah, I think she's gonna put up to Sean and Jed.
I have a feeling too.
Because they're not gonna throw to Beth. And Beth might just throw.
Yeah. I think she might too.
I feel like she threw this HOH.
Oh, 100%. I just don't know, like, why would you throw so late in the game now?
Because she doesn't want to take the shot at them.
I guess.
Especially after what Teens was saying to her. You're never going to win sitting next to those. I'll make sure of it.
I guess, but like... I mean, I guess she just must feel so confident with everyone.
What?
She must just feel very confident with everyone.
Yeah. If you're sitting still, you ain't sitting pretty. Shout out to Miss Julie Voot.
Oh, yes.
Well, time to go be fake. What do you want for breakfast?
Oh,
Some eggs, a croissant, avocado.
oh my God, there's so many options. There's bagels too.
Bagel.
Shut the fuck up. Welcome to an episode of Not Shirtless Chefs with
Tara's
Brayden
like,
and
you
Keith.
better fucking cook a ton of shit up in front of them. I'm like,
Don't kill me.
yeah, obviously I'm going to. I gotta eat. Yeah, tonight we'll just have a nice big veggie dinner.
Stop.
Because Tara always goes for the veggie option too.
I'll cry.
If you don't mind, because we'll be using all the veggie ingredients.
Oh, of course I don't mind, Kiefer.
Oh, God. That is shit sleep.
Did a shit sleep?
Yeah.
I can tell you were awake lots of the time.
Because you were awake.
Yeah, both of us. I was like, I'm waking up.
Doing me dirty.
But I think I definitely slept better last night than I did the night before. Because I was just so stressed.
I can't believe it was another booth. I wonder what the fans think of all of our comps.
I don't know.
There's no Beast HOH comps.
But they might have said something to them. Like, maybe they know. Like, this season,
Bodes well for us.
Oh, yeah, man.
Doing me dirty. Where'd you get that from? Doing me dirty.
It's a song.
Oh,
I can't remember what it is, though.
I feel like it's not.
Maybe I just made it up. I don't know.
I never heard of it.
Honestly, since I just say shit. Talk a lot of shit.
Oh, trust me, I know. BB King condos.
Talk a lot of shit, man. These are pants. Cool as shit. Are these mine or is this you?
Yours.
Oh. BB King condos.
Down on the bayou.
Ghetto hoop stars. Humping up.
Signing autographs and
Humping the
homies.
homies. That's what it is. Ghetto hoop stars. I'm gonna go lay in Expedia.
Speedy up. Speedy up. Speedy up, speedy up. I'm feeling speedy up. Get it out of the way. That means POV's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Get at Wendy's today.
How was everything like last night? Was there any things happening?
Oh, like I said, they were just pissed. I don't know. I think it is probably best to put both the guys up,
Yeah, probably right.
and then they just battle it out.
Yeah.
Because then it's me and Brayden versus Beth.
Do you guys think you can beat Beth? You can never underestimate people though.
No, but I think that would. They're not gonna throw.
No, no, they can't.
So it's basically a 4v1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's probably the best way to do it.
Mm-hmm. And the way that Brayden is with Beth, I think he can honestly convince her to throw or not use it, either or.
Yeah.
I'm 75% sure she threw the HOH.
This one?
Yeah.
Why?
She feels very comfortable.
I get my toque from my room. Did you guys all sleep in Defender?
Jed and Beth, I think, moved over to Destiny last night.
I'm gonna go get my toque. I'm gonna take a shower. Okay, well, that's all good info.
Yeah. We'll chat later.
Yep, for sure.
Ciao, baby. Do me dirty. On this episode of Sheridan Chefs. Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Not that hot today.
Huh?
Not that today.
Yo.
No ceremony.
Oh, no.
Well, shit.
Well, we're jumping right back into the routine.
Right. I also think they're all very moody because they can't eat.
Oh, I know.
Beth literally said to me, sorry, I'm probably going to be really bitchy this week because I'm not eating.
Do me dirty.
Do you want some tea? Do you want some tea? Thank you. Oh, you're fine. You don't have to.
I'm good for now, thank you.
Of course.
Oh, I didn't bring the cups down, did I?
What cup down? In the bathroom?
From last night. Well, I think mine was in the bathroom.
I grabbed it.
Oh, you brought it down?
If it was in the bathroom, I grabbed it.
Oh, thank you. It's cold out here.
It is.
Now that I'm complaining.
Do you want tea, Kiefer?
No, I'm going to wait for a coffee.
It's just me. I will wash your mug now.
Thank you. Nominations. Nominations.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Have you talked to Beth?
I know which one to talk today. So I know what she's going to say. Probably tell her to push the boys rather than. Because I know she'll probably be thinking, if she goes up, then she'll for sure go home. Maybe she'll be like, Kiefer's not going to keep me, Brayden. Whichever boy isn't up there isn't going to keep me. And they talk so much shit about you, Brayden. Like, they want you out. I'm your only hope. I think she's going to say to me.
Yeah. It's so dope that we just know.
Oh, what's going to happen?
Yeah, and like that we just know that everything they're saying is fucking bullshit.
Oh, of course.
Like, how do they think we don't know?
Because they genuinely think that we're all idiots. I think that's what it is. Like, they genuinely think we're all stupid.
Golly.
Like, I think they genuinely are just like, Kiefer's just a funny guy. He doesn't really, like, have any brains. Like, he's just a funny guy. But I don't know, who knows what she'll say. Maybe she'll say none of that. Maybe she'll just be like, keep pushing Kiefer's name. Maybe that's what she'll say. Who knows?
I basically told them I'm not hitting the block already.
Oh, you told them?
Oh, yeah.
What do they say?
They're like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. Like, did she say it? I was like, not really, but like, why would she put me up and not you guys?
And what did they say?
They're just like, just have to get Brayden up beside one of us. We just have to.
Of course.
They're like, do you think she'd do it? I was like, probably not.
Laugh them in fear.
We need them to turn on each other quick. That's the way that it's going to happen is we need them to turn before knobs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If Wendy's is, I think.
I think so. I think it to be so. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Morning, Muffin.
Hey, Dad.
Do you want a tea? Good, how are you?
Good.
You want to check if the ball pit's open?
No, I haven't.
I'm just going to sneak back. She's a closed.
I think they're gonna make us do like another like weird thing and then pick somebody to go sleep in there.
Yeah, I think so.
I have a feeling I'm gonna be sleeping in there.
Or there'll be another like fun thing to do in there. Maybe the Vito's in there. Vito's top?
The final six, to do that to a final six HOH just,
It's also said booth to booth though.
I really just think that's a COVID thing.
The booth?
Yeah,
Could be.
their manpower and like
It also really could be that, honestly.
what they're capable of doing. They had to cut their staff down,
Of course.
so.
Oh, it's in here.
Sugar? Sucre?
Huh?
How full's the coffee pot?
What do you normally fill it to?
Max.
Oh, it's like halfway.
Okay. Oh. Full siga siga.
Yeah. Yeah, we took it last night. That's probably where it went. Where did Jake go?
Bathroom.
Oh, I was already touched Sarah. So, listen here. Your best case scenario is us three.
He's probably gonna pitch him and Beth. He's probably gonna pitch him and Beth.
Oh, maybe.
Final three.
Oh, yeah. That's what I would assume. That's the smartest thing to do. I think Beth is stressed
She should be.
because she was like, oh, Tara told me that during last week she got a lot of information, but she's not saying what.
And I keep telling the boys that Tara is pissed at the way Beth was talking with Blue Line before she left.
And she's like, I don't know what a lot of information means. Like, I don't know if Kiefer spilled a whole bunch of stuff. And she's like, I'm almost to the point where like, I'm just gonna go ask Kiefer what he's fucking said, so we're all on the same page.
Bring it on, Beth. I ain't saying shit.
I was like, what? I was like, you think he spilled? She's like, well, he must have. Why else is she saying that, Brayden?
I haven't even said anything worse than what they've said about me. You know what I mean?
Of course. Oh, that's why I'm like, what he finally said what you guys say about him? Like what? Like, do you know what I mean?
Beth has played the most sporadic game.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
It's just like she's always trying to scheme and cook up things, and they never work.
Shut the fuck up.
Don't you think, though? Like everything. She just pitches and tries to turn people against each other, and everyone can see it happening. Like even on my choice, she's like, I got Brandon and Austin in my pocket. I got them wrapped around my finger. I was like, I really don't think you do, Beth. I was like, I think they see right through you. Because I heard Austin talking mad shit about her.
It would be, I think maybe at that time, definitely I was probably more so in the pocket. Not Austin, ever.
Austin was talking mad, yeah.
Austin never, ever was in my best pocket.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, that's what Beth was telling us.
Me so more.
Well, that's fair. Because the only thing I had to go on was Austin talking shit.
Oh, exactly. But fair assumption. I tried to memorize this layout. It was so hard. I always forget about this thing. When you told me to start memorizing things, I always forget if it's red, white, or white, red. Every time, and I'm like, fuck up. No ceremony today.
I'm actually a bit nervous.
4.
Noms.
Same. Are they building over there? More booths?
I'd be pissed. Actually. They've only ever beat me in one booth comp.
Sure. Wait, which one?
The calendar.
Oh, yeah.
I knew I wasn't going to win that one, though.
Really?
Yeah, when you fuck with my sleep like that, I was just like... Although the only question I got wrong would have been the
Sunglasses.
sunglasses.
Well. He's like, what are you like stressed? Because I'm like, what are you looking at? Something gonna explode out of the oven? You like trying to get the shot?
Oh, man. Yeah. Our mission today should be to just turn them against each other.
Probably.
That's our only play.
Oh, what else? We don't want fucked.
I just don't see Jed or Ty throwing a veto to Brett.
No. Because it's too risky. Because realistically, if one of them is on the block, they know they're most likely going home.
Tara's been saying they've all been talking shit about each other to her, too.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So, in her pitches today, I hope she uses that information.
Good.
All you need is constant seeds of doubt.
Well, that's the hard part about this game. Because now everyone keeps telling you, and people are saying stuff, you're like, well, I mean, maybe. That was what Josh did. That's a little, maybe they are working together. Do you ever think about that? And then you're like, wait, what? Are they?
Yeah,
No, but, potentially. I do think, though, if he didn't blow up, he would have stayed a very long time.
I wouldn't have sent him home in my HOH. Vic might have put him up.
Who knows? Maybe.
Me and him with the backdoor plan.
Who was in the block during her? Latoya and you? Yeah, maybe. I don't know whether they put it done. They probably would have kind of put me up. At that point, who knows?
Who knows? It changes the whole scenario of the Dream Cruise too, because Josh would have been there and competing,
Okay.
so somebody else would have won.
Most likely, yeah.
The Big Brother effect.
Or he would have just taken Rohan's spot and just lost. I mean, right away.
But the picks, I would have picked differently if Josh was there.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Then everybody would have picked differently. You know what I mean? Like if I got drawn first, I probably would have picked Josh and somebody.
So you picked me and Tara. How dare you, Kiefer?
The middle of the house.
I was like, Baka, I'm going first.
I knew if I picked you two, only you two would be mad at me. And but if I picked other people, their groups would be.
I wasn't even mad. I was just like, oh. And then I was out immediately, and I was like, I'm so sorry, Austin. Austin was like, I thought you were going to win that one. And I was like, girl, I knew I wasn't going to win that one. I was like, whenever I see them on the US, I'm like, no. No. I think the only way I would have won is if I pulled like a Vic. Like everyone else just kept guessing wrong. And then I just kept.
That's basically what I did. I was up one more time than Vic.
That's the only way I would have won. I don't even know what happened if I would have won that week. I don't even know what happened if I would have won that week. So who's even left in the house then? There's a lot of people. Who do you think LT would have wanted to go up in week 2?
Kyle and Rohan.
Really? Week 2 that early?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, didn't know.
Well, maybe not Ro. Not week 2. Week 3 she would
She
have.
couldn't have been able to put up Row because it was teams.
Yeah.
Kyle and who then, do you think? Vic?
Yeah.
Week 2? Oh, that would have been such a weird thing to me. Kyle and Vic on the block.
Yeah.
I know Austin was worried she would have gotten it. She felt like she didn't have like a solid relationship with LT.
But LT gave her word that she was good in the comp. So LT never would have went against that.
That's what I said to her too. I said I think she's a very like, what she says is what she means.
Yeah.
And if she told you for this week you're not going up, you're good, I do not think you would have gone up.
No, she wouldn't have.
But I was like, obviously it's Big Brother, so you don't know. But I was like, I don't think that's the type of person she is. I think she would have been like, you know what, girl, you better fight. Potentially you could be going up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
If, for sure.
She would be like, no promises, girl. No promises. Weird. Who would you put up week 2 if you would have won? Who was between you and Beck?
Probably Kyle. And
Austin, just make it easy.
yeah, because she put me up.
Yeah, that week.
Probably in week 2. And if one of them came down, I probably would have put a Vic.
Crazy.
Because Vic was telling people. No, I probably would have put a Vic instead of Austin to show that I'm not spiteful. Because Vic was spreading rumors about me saying I wasn't going to use a veto on myself.
Oh, that's it.
And Austin told me the whole time that I wasn't the target. Blah blah blah. She wanted me to win the veto. And I didn't think she would say that shit if I wasn't.
Of course not. And literally, she was cheering for you on the stands.
Yeah. So.
Come on, keeper.
Yeah, I could tell she wanted anybody to win but Josh. So.
Oh yeah, buddy. It felt so awkward though, like not cheering for him.
Every time one of his apples dropped, I was pumped.
Oh, so was everybody at the stands. Like, yes. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's go, baby. It's the way that he dropped 3 right before the very end. And he would have only won by 1.
You know?
So yeah, he probably maybe could have won if he didn't do that.
Yeah. But again, then if I seen he was catching me, I would have kept
Yeah,
going.
you would have started going again.
I could have got more. I definitely
Oh,
could
of
have.
course.
I could have got at least 7 or 8 more.
7 or 8 more.
Oh, for sure. My shit was. I know I lost 2, but that's because I didn't inch. I just pushed straight up, and it hit. Yeah. I should have inched.
That's fair.
But it was what it was. Dun, dun, dun.
It is what it is.
Oh, joy.
With you. Austin. Shout out to all the homies back in YYC. Hello, Lane. Hello, Brittany. Hello, Harji, Noah, Promethy. My mind is blanking. To me, war, my love. In Forsyth, Austin. Oh, is it done? Yeah. Tasty, tasty. Do you think the boys are gonna work out on slot? Yeah, but they're gonna be so gassed.
Bodes well for us in the POV.
Yeah, but I'm like, y'all really gonna do that to yourselves?
Jed will, Time might not. Well, whatever happens this week, at least we fucking made it to this week.
Why me? That's really what it comes down to. Like, whatever.
There's nothing more in my life than a situation where I would love to see me, you, and Tara in the final 3.
Oh, of course. The comeback of the season. Not 2 defenders in the final 3.
Oh, a defender would win.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
I was thinking, you've had the odds stacked against you the whole fucking time.
Yeah, but I still haven't won anything.
Yeah,
They're like,
well,
it's stacked against you, but you never win. So
next week is your fucking,
let's hope there, bud.
is your chance. It's your fucking.
I would like a nice little win.
Honestly, you're my best hope to getting to it.
Expedia.
Expedia.
Yeah. Oh, I know there, bud. What?
Huh? Yeah, it
What time
really
did you
is.
leave? What time did you leave?
The room?
Yeah.
Did you guys not wake up?
No?
Oh shit. I have no idea what time it was. I think we slept for like, I don't know.
Like, was it right away, or was it
No.
like?
We probably slept for like 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
And then it was just hot, and Beth's like, can we go to Destiny? I was like, sure. Zonked instantly.
No, but they're used to the HOH room,
Oh.
and that's ice cold.
Yep.
So
Okay.
Destiny's probably like at
They're
least a little bit.
climatized.
Acclimatized.
Yeah, because compared, I would say, yeah, Defender's probably hot.
Yeah. If you don't win next week, and I have to win, I just don't see a scenario where I go to the final 3, because I can't play in the final 4.
What do you mean?
So I win next week's HOH.
Yeah. Flip the other 2.
Guaranteed
One
to
of
the
them
final
goes.
4. I can't play in the final 4 comp.
The HOH?
Yeah.
Was there also a veto? We'd be able to play then.
I don't have a good feeling about that scenario.
But then it's either, but then if me or Tara wins, we're fine.
I hope. I hope. Because it would make more sense for you guys to take Ty or Beth over me.
Yeah, but I just think at this point, it's kind of like I would rather lose to one of you two than bring one of them. Them to be like, I made it all the way to the end. And then they're gonna be like, everyone was counting for us all game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still here. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, good.
If we could get him 1, 2, 3, it would be the greatest poetic justice Big Brother has
Oh, it would.
ever seen.
Be hot girl shit.
We'd be legends.
100%. Back to back to back. It will be a TikTok next week, next year.
Yeah.
Just like this clip, all like split screen. I'm sorry, Tashawn. I'm sorry, Judson. I'm sorry, Beth. You have been evicted.
That gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling on the inside.
You already know on the TikTok. Dum dum dum. The 3 little screens.
You know Austin is going fucking crazy for this right now.
Oh.
Everyone who isn't in the game is going nuts.
Oh, 100%.
That kind of pumps me up, to be honest.
Bums you out?
Pumps me
Oh,
up.
yeah. I was like, why does it bum you out?
I feel like it is that scenario where they're like, okay, Kiefer's with them. Well, I hope he wins.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, I can't believe Kiefer's such an idiot.
No. I just think they're probably like, oh, we probably thought there was ride or dies. It depends on how it's portrayed. If they're in the diary and shit talking to you every week, then yeah, they're like, he's an idiot. But if they're not,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It depends on if they're like, Kiefer thinks that we're not going to put him up ever. And, you know, that's his biggest fault. Because, Kiefer, you're going up next week.
I feel like that's...
And then like cuts you being like, I'm so happy that the 4 of us have made it this far. There's no doubt in my mind that we're not going to make the final 4. But like, you know what I mean? Like it's either that.
Well, I said that, so...
Shut the fuck up.
So... Fuck.
Also, that says to keep us be so funny to be Big Brother. And like listening to us all. And then like knowing the real truth, what's really going on. I mean like, oh babe. Even at home, when they're like, oh guys.
I know.
Oh.
I would love for my family to see me win a power of veto this week.
Again. What a role reversal. Do you know what I mean? Going from getting backdoored to just winning the veto the next week. You know, it really seems like that's how this game works, so.
I think it's me or you who's gonna win.
I have a weird feeling about it too. I don't know why.
Because they don't think we got a fire for it.
Oh, of course. Because they're probably like, you fucking think she's not going up? He's not gonna gun for it. Brayden's just fucking chilling. Can you imagine they asked me to throw?
They're gonna ask you to throw.
You think?
Oh, yes. What do you mean?
I'll be shocked.
Really?
Yeah.
Every POV, the people on the block ask people to throw.
Really?
Yeah.
Not I.
Really?
I never asked anyone to throw when I was on the block.
No, I didn't think you would, but
Oh.
people did.
Oh, well, yeah.
But maybe, because it's the guys with the 2 biggest egos in the house. So maybe they won't.
That's what I'm saying. You think Joe's gonna come beg me to throw it? No.
I think he'd just ask you to use it if you won.
Hmm?
I think he'd just ask you to use it.
Yeah, I think they'll be like, so. Like, the plan's good. We're gonna, if you win, you use it. Kiefer goes up, Kiefer goes home. And then the next week we get out there, and we're good. show something to you. Kiefer, you win, you use it. Braden goes up, Braden goes home this week, and then we're good, buddy. I just know it's gonna be a part one. Again, the past like 4 have been multiple parts. So you have to do multiple things. I think it started with BB can condos. Like the multiple parts one. Because you had to build the bridge, then you had to run back, grab all your puzzle pieces, and then you had to build a puzzle.
Oh, yeah.
And then the week after was Bats. What was after Invisible? That, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for that one, you had to memorize the barbecue, and then toss everything in, and then spatula it back, and then reorganize it again. And then last week was TikToks. It was actually 3 different parts.
Yeah. But the double was the maze.
I think it's because that was quick.
For sure.
Which I think it'll be like another parts one, like you have to do multiple things. If it's one thing, that's also fine, but
I just don't keep it. There's more kids with me up. Step 1, I tell Kiefer about the entire plan. I need to tell Kiefer that tears were on her kids, that she would not put me up this week. I also need to tell Kiefer that Ty and Braden went up on the block against each other for being so close. Ultimately, in the end, pull one of them down. Like, even if I won the veto and Ty and Brain were up there, we'd save Ty. But have Tara fully convinced I want to backdoor these boys. Like, we need to have her convinced that I want to backdoor them. Like, you need to go to Tara and be like, Beth wants one of them out this week. Brain needs. The only way that this works is if Tara is absolutely motherfucking convinced that I want one of those boys out. That's the only way that this works. I just got up. I have to pee so bad. I can't go talk to you.
gonna be the POV ceremony too.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be, honestly. Who knows? We say it's a lot, but
It's happened.
I just don't think because of it sounds like there's some hardcore building going on.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. At least it did this morning.
So you're saying you think it'll be tomorrow? Well, shit.
Real shit, eh?
Come on, warm up.
Me, this morning. I was like, why is the water getting hot?
It's not.
That's the way I get scared every time. I go, oh no.
I know. Takes a while. I have to poop.
You what?
I have to poop.
Always.
Woo!
I said good morning so early this morning.
That's what I felt. And like we went to bed late. Like the stove said after midnight.
And then
If that was right.
when I went down there, it said like 8:40 or something, or like 7:40 or something.
Oh, come on.
Like even this morning, like the lights weren't even fully on, and it was like, "Good morning, house guests. Please get up." And I was
Like, give me a
"What?"
minute.
I was like, "The lights aren't even fully bright." My God.
God.
Deshaun, please arrange a house-wide battery change.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. I thought it said Jed. And for so long, Jed was just laying there. I was like, what you doing? And then there was Ty with the box. I was like, oh no.
Not what you doing there, bud. You gonna get
You
up?
gonna get up or?
Literally.
But you dumping the thing.
Oh, I literally just thought of that. Fuck me.
Man of the hour.
Man of the hour. Mm-hmm. You sure?
No.
Oh, you missed last night.
Oh, I heard about it.
Oh, you told them? Oh, she's forgotten.
What'd you
You're
say?
just- You're just sniffing random stuff?
Oh, the undies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Told them all
yeah.
about it. What's wrong with this fucking contact?
Too good.
Where's Ty?
Speedia.
Tie balling.
Beautiful.
How's it going? Oh, you're literally so cute. Shut up.
It literally was like mine and my husband's song just came on.
Oh.
I'll leave him there.
Do you want anything for breakfast? Do you want anything?
I'm probably just gonna have like an English muffin with cream in it.
Okay, are you sure?
It's Wendy's.
Oh, smart.
Right.
Smart.
How was the rest of like last night?
It was okay. They're all distressed, obviously. Ty's stressed.
I know. I still really need to talk to you though.
We can talk now if you want.
Yeah. Here. Let me
If you're not busy, obviously.
No, I'm all done. I just have to throw my toque on.
Because Beth's in the bathroom. Jed's in the shower. And the
Yeah, I know.
Keith and Ty are in Expedia.
Yeah, I know Jed really wants to obviously talk.
Who does?
Jed.
Oh. Yeah. I
Ty
think he
is
told
gonna-
Kiefer that.
Ty is gonna wait until Wendy's, obviously.
Yeah, I would assume.
I
know he's
would
just
love
like,
to pick your brain
of course.
more. Because honestly, I know we don't talk a lot of game. We don't have the strongest personal relationships, but out of who is left, the only person that I have any real trust in is you.
Oh, same. And that's literally what Tina was like. She's like, you have to trust Tara, Brayden,
Yeah.
listen. She's like, she will not put you up. I promise you that.
No.
She's like, you guys cannot turn on each other.
No, I swear, right? I won't.
No, and that's what I was like. I was like,
Austin
Tina, I
gave
won't.
me,
Like,
a huge heads up on you before she left. I was already
And vice
feeling,
versa.
I was already feeling that way anyway, and you gave me that heads up with the guys.
with Beth, yeah.
The only problem is like they're all shady.
Oh, of course.
Even Kiefer.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So
That's why I like always wonder, like when we talk, I'm like, is he just going back and saying the exact same thing to them?
I would not put it past him.
Right? I'm like,
And I want to see if I can like get some information from them as well.
of course. Just to see.
But like, do you think kind of going with the Keith route is better for us?
I think so at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the only option, unfortunately.
Yeah. Which he might be legit. I don't understand how he couldn't.
Same.
The thing that sketches me out a little bit about Kiefer is he always talks about as soon as people win, how they can win the game. And how
course.
he's going to win the game.
Of course.
It
Right?
drives me insane.
Oh, same.
Even like
Actively.
yesterday, like I hadn't even like won for, it hadn't even been 5 minutes. And he looked at me and he's like, wow, back-to-back POV and an HOH win, you could win this game. And he said it in front of everybody. And I was like, can we all stop doing that? Like,
Why do you mean? I'm like, anyways,
like how do you want me to protect you if you're putting a target on my back?
every time, right? No, I agree. I 100% agree.
And he might be saying that
Oh, of course.
to them
Exactly.
because he has a target on his back.
Of course. That's just like the only like sus part, right? That I'm always like, I don't know. Because like right now he's with the boys in Expedia.
So with the conversations that I'm going to have today, I am going to try and stir the pot a
Oh,
little
of course.
bit to do anything to deflect attention off of me and you because we've always been the easy out.
Of course. Just like, oh, put them up. It's fine. And like,
Yes.
I was talking to Ty last night, and he's like, yeah. I was like, what do you know what you're gonna say to Tara tomorrow? Like, what are you gonna like pitch? And he's like, oh, I don't know. It just really depends on like her angle and what like her target is. And I was like, well, I think she's a very like straight shooter kind of girl.
Yeah.
Like if the others are talking shit about you, like I think she'll just tell you straight up
Oh yeah, yeah.
and be like, so like Jed promised me a final 2 with him and Beth, or final
Yeah.
3. Like, I think she'll just tell you.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I just don't know. And I was like, yeah, we have to think about it. Like, everyone's obviously gonna try and like protect themselves in this situation, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, with you, Ty, like they'll probably say that like between Beth and Jed, like they're more likely to protect her moving forward than you,
Yeah.
because you've only won one thing.
Yeah.
So you have to think about those kind of things, you know, like what you're gonna say.
And those are things that I've already brought up.
Mhm.
They've already talked shit about Ty.
He's like, oh yeah, like
And
that's
they
true.
talked shit about Beth and they talked like
Of course.
I actually like when I tell them the things that I have to tell them, like I'm like, it's all true.
That's what I said. I said she doesn't have anything to lose. I said
No.
you've all said you're going after her.
Yeah.
So what does she have to lose to be like, that's what they just said to me?
Like they need to start fighting for themselves because I have heard that Ty could never win because he can't win anything and nobody's worried about him. And that he
Okay.
actually didn't have anything to do with any of the decisions being made.
Exactly.
I've heard
And I would
that.
say that to him.
I've
Like,
heard
that's
that.
literally what they said to me.
Yeah. I've heard that Beth could never win win because she was carried by the boys the entire time and protected and Jed through the HOH to her.
Of course.
And I have heard on Jed's end that everybody thinks that the game when you move is getting him out, so everybody wants to get him out.
Exactly. And that's even what Kiefer was saying last night. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
He's like,
everybody-
whoever gets Jed out, honestly, that's probably enough to win the game.
Oh, that's all he says. That's all he says. But I'm like,
Right.
so what if Jed leaves on my HOH? Now, Kiefer, are you coming hard for me?
Literally.
Because you've said that?
But again, I still think they would still go after Kiefer, honestly, genuinely.
Yeah. But in terms of, because I do think that they would continue to go after Kiefer, the noms, like it
Yeah, it
can't-
depends who,
like,
yeah.
Do you think that Beth has, you've got a gun for it? Because if Beth wins it,
Oh, I'm
it takes one of them down.
gunning.
You've got to.
Gunning. I have to.
Because we kind of still need
Oh.
Kiefer as a big target.
No,
next
exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why we have to keep him. That's why I have to gun.
Yes.
That's why the best case scenario is me or Keith wins.
Yes.
And that's why me and Keith
Or
were
even
thinking.
if one of the guys come down and I put it back. It just can't
That's
be
fine.
Beth.
It can be Beth. But we were thinking, like, do you even think Beth will even gun for it? I don't know if she will. I know 100% she threw this HOH. She had to have.
Yeah. Did
Okay.
she know her shit? I don't see. And then
No,
that
she didn't
pisses-
learn it at all.
That pisses me off too because it's like, how do you feel so comfortable where we're in the final six and you're throwing HOHs and you're gonna throw vetoes?
Because it was Beth, Jed, and me, and Ty came in.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, like, we should probably go over.
Who ties it up?
Yeah, he's like, we should probably go over the audiobooks. And Beth's like, like, why we need to go over it? Like, it's just kind of common knowledge. Like, there's no point. Don't go
Yeah.
over it.
Or she probably didn't want to study with him.
But then she
She
got
has
so many
told me
wrong.
that she would cut Jed in a heartbeat, but I don't know if she would.
I don't think she would. I think that's what she tells everyone.
Yeah. And I think that's why she got so upset at Tina.
Mm-hmm.
Because she doesn't understand why she can't win sitting next to Jed.
Exactly.
She was pissed at Tina.
Oh, I could tell she was so livid yesterday.
She was like storming around where I was like, why are you, but like, Jed, do you not want to hear that she was doing jury management
Yeah,
to Tina before she left?
literally. Well, why she went over
Like,
you?
I'm sorry, you guys are also suspect. Like,
Yes. But yeah, no, I agree. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
I don't even care which one, as long as it's one of the trio.
Oh, of course. Realistically.
And then we will have to kind of like
Just choose.
hope that they turn on each other and that they go for Keith.
I was telling Kiefer, I was like, do you know how happy the jury house will be when, let's say, Jed walks in the door. And then they're like, literally like, wait, Tara won the HOH and Brayden won the veto?
Yes.
Shut up.
And hey, I just won a veto and I just won an HOH. You can do that.
Oh, I know. It's like, oh, it's so bad.
Yes, you can. If I can, you can. If I
I
can,
would
you can.
sob.
If I can, you can.
Stop. I believe.
Honestly, everything has been super fair.
Mhm.
You
No,
don't know
I
if
agree.
it's going to be something that you can do or you can't do.
I agree. But I was just saying, like,
So
how
I feel
hyped
like
Tina would
some
be.
things will come up because they're going to try and get.
Oh, of course, I'll be brain
You
talking shit
against
about you.
me.
Wow, he doesn't even think you deserve to be here, Tara.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. The only things that I've ever said about you, which you kind of knew,
Mm-hmm.
was when you were on the block with Austin. And I leaked, look, maybe we should do
Yeah, of course.
Brayden. I leaked that to Beth and Jedson. And I said specific words. Did they ever come back and tell
They
you
said
that?
that to me like last week or whatever. Like,
What were the words that they said?
they didn't like say like you said specific words. They were just like, oh, like Tina and Tara were like pitching hard for you to go
Tina
home.
never was. I was doing it on purpose because if I won the following week, I needed a reason. Because
And
they
they've
were
said that
just-
to me.
They were just so in everyone's faces
Of course.
about it. Whereas like, I need something. I need an excuse to be.
Oh yeah,
out.
they said to me like last week because I like brought up like the Roe thing. I was like, yeah, it's just like crazy to me that like, you know, Roe said that he wasn't campaigning hard for me to go, and then they're like, oh yeah, like it wasn't even like just Roe. Like Tina and Tara were pitching so hard for you to
Tina
go.
never said a word, and that's how you can tell they're full of. Tina barely ever talks.
That's why I was like, what?
And I knew at that point that Vic was the invisible HOH
Mm-hmm.
and Austin was going regardless. It was like more of like an excuse.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, no, they've said that to me, and I was like, oh, or like
But
every
even
time.
that, I was like, Brayden is the only trustworthy person because he never even traveled back. Because I remember I pulled you to the Expedia wall and I was like, look, something was said, just let me know. I was like, you're the only person that hasn't said shit about anyone.
Yeah, because like, why?
Really?
Why?
Yeah.
And they're always like, oh yeah, you know, Tara's gunning for you, Brayden.
Oh my God, why would I gun for you?
Like literally, when they were like, oh, like, do you want to keep Keith or Tina? Like, they asked me. They barely even asked me. They're like, what do you think? They're like, but we're going to keep Kiefer, but if you want to vote Kiefer out, that's fine because I'm willing to break the tie, so.
Yeah.
I was like, so what? Like, you want me to make Kiefer hate me?
Yeah. They want me to go for Kiefer.
Oh, of course.
That's why they.
And they're like, oh, Brayden, like, we're looking out for you because Tina and Tara are gunning after you in this game. I was like, they're gunning after me? Yeah, you know, like, whenever they talk to us, they always say it's you and someone else that are going up. They never say
That's
us.
what they want to hear.
Of course. That's why I was like, what? Like, are you dumb?
Yeah.
I was like, you really think that she's going to win and just put me up?
Never. And I'm telling you, Brayden, I'm not just protecting you because I think I could beat you in the end.
And vice versa.
Because people say all that bullshit all the
Oh,
time.
of course.
I think you're a strong, powerful player, and you do
Oh,
deserve to
same.
be here.
Same.
I want you to get your moments.
Same.
And honestly, if it came down to the end where I was sitting next to you,
That's literally what I've said. I was like, I don't even care. If I'm
No.
sitting next to Tara and she beats me, I don't care.
No.
Good for her. Like, do you know what I mean?
yep, we're almost done.
Okay.
Yep.
Brayden, get the fuck out.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, I'm like, good for her.
There's still lots of games.
Yes.
I feel like you could win this veto and you could win that HOH, and then we literally have the exact same game, and they can't try and pin us against each
Exactly.
other.
Literally.
It's literally the exact same.
Literally. That's not, no, but that's what I don't understand either. Like, when they're like when they're already like saying like these people have won the game. I'm like, how do you know?
Oh, that drives me insane.
Oh, I'm like, how do you know they won?
No, there's still 6 people left, and they were saying it when there was 7 people.
There's 8 people left. Like, that's why I'm like, what?
They were doing jury speeches.
Oh, yes.
Well, there are this many people left in the game.
Literally.
Like, I
Why
would
are you
never
me?
do that.
Why are you me?
Like, I didn't give, Tina's my best friend, I didn't give her a jury pitch.
Of course, because
I
why would
didn't
you?
even mention anything about
Same.
a vote or anything.
Oh, same. Literally what I was saying. By
Tina
the way.
would literally go in and be like a super objective. She wouldn't.
That's why I don't know why they're so worried.
No, she wouldn't vote for me just because she was my friend. She's even told me that. But I would never put her in that position.
That's what I'm saying.
Giving her a pitch right before she walks out the
They'd be like,
damn
okay, so listen, I know you're
door.
going there. You need to, really just pitch hard for me.
No.
Be an advocate for me in the Big Brother in
No,
the
if
jury house.
anything, I was like, when you get to the jury house, because everybody brought her their dirt. Everybody. I couldn't believe what people were telling her. On the way out, I was like, you tell the jury everything.
Of course.
Tell them everything. Tell them
course.
everything that you know.
Why wouldn't you? I would.
But like, if I'm ever in a final 2 situation, which is not going to be an easy feat,
Oh, of course, me.
there's 6 people, that is when I will pitch myself to the jury.
Of course. Same.
And as I've always said, I would pitch for myself, and I wouldn't put down whoever was sitting
Exactly,
next
because
to me.
why?
I would never do that.
Literally, it's just so frustrating to me.
But yes, I do need you to gun for that veto.
Oh, I will be gunning so hard.
Because that is worse. Like, I'm not putting you on the block at all.
Thank you.
But I still need you
No,
to
of course, I'm still gunning. I don't care.
need to keep Kiefer as a target.
Oh, exactly. And we still need to keep
If
Kiefer here.
Kiefer goes, they're coming for me and you.
Oh, 100%.
They're coming for us hard.
Of course.
And then they're laughing.
Of course.
They're laughing. And
Especially when we said, like, oh, it's a movie, blah, 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 blah. Like,
yeah, that they're deep. And that's why I'm fucking worried about that. I think that she would save Jed.
I just don't know if she wants. That's my other thing. Is that, like, I don't
need to
know.
feel out tie. I need to be like, who is the least likely to lose it? Use it if they would.
So I think it's the issue is that Ty is the least likely to use it if he wasn't up, but Beth I think is less likely to win it.
Yes.
So it's like what?
It's definitely between those 3.
Mm-hmm. I
I'm
just
gonna
like
have all my conversations and
Yeah,
then I'll
of
try and
course.
touch base in again. Honestly think like obviously Jed is one of them. Jed has a very good chance of winning it and using
Right.
it. He's up.
Oh, of course. My thing with Beth is I don't know if so let's say she doesn't go up and it's just Jed and Ty. I think like you have to think like what's going on in her mind and whether to her she could be thinking if I throw it, one of the boys is going,
Yeah.
which might not be the worst case for her.
No.
And then, regardless in her mind, because it wasn't her fault, one of the boys will still want to take her to the end. And maybe in her mind, I'll want to take her to the end still.
Yes.
So there's like 2 people that regardless will still want to take her. So like
Yeah.
maybe it's not good for her to win.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So maybe she will throw it if she's not on the block.
Yeah, I gotta make her feel a little comfortable.
Right? Or she'll be like, I'm like
I
good
need
with
to-
Tara. Like,
I need to tell her that we're the only 2 girls left.
exactly.
And then she would
And she'll eat it up. And she'll be like, yes, yes, yes. Like,
And then maybe she won't fight for it or use it.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you 100% want to put Jen and Ty, I would say probably say that.
Yeah. All right. Good job.
That's good. Good chat. Good chat, my lady. But you don't want anything for breakfast?
I'm gonna quickly run down, take my old lady pills, and I'm gonna make an English muffin.
Sounds good. Yeah.
My turn? Jesus.
Of course.
Hello, Miss Gillen Petrosi. Oh, no, go ahead.
Here,
I'll
if you
chill.
want. Do you want to jam to this? Mm-hmm. I just have to grab a tea.
ahead.
I'm gonna quickly grab an English muffin. I will be right back.
Thank you. Office
Put
hours.
your feet up.
Put your feet up. I know, eh? Changes the world. You feel hung today or what?
No, not at all.
Oh, it's the best, eh? You got the best sheets too. Thank God another OCD person in here so it doesn't have to be messy as hell.
No, never.
I know.
I was so proud of how clean your room was.
Oh, yeah.
I will be back in
All right.
5. Enjoy.
No worries.
Check out my playlist.
I know. I'm going to check it out. Thank you. Oh.
Oh.
Making a muffin.
You're making a muffin. I think I want a bagel.
Get wild.
I'm like, there's so many options. Oh, best part. Best. Bro is gonna die. I'm telling you, he's going to die.
I think even Vic will be happy about it, to be
Oh,
honest.
of course.
She was on it for a long time too,
I
sorry.
think she's realized that, like, she made a mistake, you know? Do you want a croissant? I'll leave one for you.
I'm gonna have one of these. Eat whatever the hell you want. The things will actually last now.
That's true. Kiefer wants a sandwich.
I'm gonna make this, then I gotta go have some combos.
Lucky you. Busy, busy girl.
Did they give us more paper towels? Like,
She's in the corner.
is Ty nesting with paper towels? They always go so quickly.
Yeah, you don't understand why everything goes quickly in his house, but...
No, this is toilet paper.
Oh. There's none in it?
No, am I losing my damn mind? No,
Oh,
it's
well
all
then I guess we have none. That's good. Big brother, we're out of paper towel.
They go so quickly.
Is this on?
Yeah,
Okay,
there
it is.
Or is
God.
it-
I'm gonna put the bagels in here, I think.
Yeah, good call.
Because I think they're just gonna rot.
Yeah, because it's so like hot and gross.
Yeah. Feels weird to be on this side.
It really does.
Now
I
I'm
like it though.
what?
I like it though.
Oh, same.
It only took 50 fucking days.
Too good.
Austin will be jumping for joy.
Oh, that's what I think so.
Jumping for joy.
Same with Kyle.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Mumsy. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I guarantee you, Austin is like crying.
Literally.
Crying.
Sobbing. Too good.
I feel like Beth just saw me. Saw joy.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't care.
Me. How many eggs do you think for 2 people? For 2 sandwiches each? I'm making scrambled.
For you and Kiefer, either
Yeah.
5 or 6, I think.
Okay, you're
you
fine.
guys are like both big dudes, you know?
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Like if it was me, I'd be like 3. Just 3. Because I make like small portions of everything.
Fair. That was like my thing is I'm like, I feel like my appetite's finally back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no.
Best thing is, no matter what happens, I bet you this is the end of slot.
Yeah, it has to be.
Never have to eat that shit again.
Thank God. That was a nightmare.
Morning.
We'll go enjoy.
They never gave us lactose-free milk, eh?
They never?
No.
They kind of stopped. I think because we stopped drinking so much.
What?
Like we
Well, it was
started-
always in the bags.
Yeah.
We have like 1% partly skimmed. Like, who the fuck drinks that?
Yeah, literally. The purple, that's what they gave us during the spicy thing. That's why we have all those jugs.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what they gave us for the pepper challenge.
Oh, I got you.
But I don't know why, they didn't just do lactose free. Like, that's what I was.
Can you keep your eyes out for my one Dan slide if you see
Yeah,
it?
I've been looking.
Yeah, like don't look.
casually.
But if you see it, like, what the fuck? I honestly think Blue Lion might have accidentally packed it.
She might have,
Throwing her
honestly.
crap in.
Because did she have the same ones? Or no, she had green, right?
She had green. Her feet are way bigger than mine. Mine are like kids' sizes.
Fair. Oh.
Okay, sorry.
I'm crying in the club over here. Holy.
Which one were you listening to?
Swift.
Oh, you know what? I have
Invisible String or something?
Okay, so
Holy
that is
shit.
the song, like, that's mine and my husband's song. I was literally just
Oh.
dancing around, holding, like, Ryan's picture, like a
With
creep.
this? With the-
Braden came in and he's like, you're so cute. I'm like, oh.
Oh my god.
When that song came out, like, we had a different wedding song, which is also on there. I'll show you that one, too.
Okay.
But when that song came on, I'm like, oh my God, this is me and Ryan to a T. Like, there's always been, like, an invisible
Invisible
string.
string.
Like, I can't
Ah.
believe that we
Is that what that means?
Yeah, like it's very like an invisible string is like it's like fate, it's destiny that like brought you
I see
together.
what you're saying. Okay, that's cool.
You know, and especially like with our history and everything, it's like
You're always around each other, but you didn't know that was.
no, and there was just always this invisible string that tied us together and like brought us back together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful song.
I love
I was like, wow.
I know. Whenever we like to sit out, like when the kids are in bed, we have like a covered front porch with like a small little fire table. Like we always like sit out there and have drinks and fire. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. And whenever we close out the night, because we always listen to music, we always dance in the kitchen to that
Oh,
song.
that's nice.
I know. Super
Jeez.
cheesy.
You guys are goals, man.
Goals, but not perfect. Like
Yeah, obviously. but-
yeah, like I rise him hard. Like we beef. Like
We beef.
oh, not
get
like we don't
cheese.
like. We don't like hardcore fight, but like relationships are tough.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's a great partner, but like I never claim that we're just like super perfect. And I know some people were like, we never fight. I love everything about him. I'm like, not the case. Sometimes
No.
I'm irritated that he's breathing. You know,
Yeah.
like, why are you breathing my air today? I told
feel
you get
that.
your own. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Let's chat. Let's chat.
Okay,
Let's
yeah,
chat.
cool. Okay, so obviously I just want to come talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
So my first thing is just like, obviously every time we've spoken, it's been very open.
Yes, and it will remain that
Yeah,
way.
and I hope
Yeah.
that everything I say here
Yeah.
can kind of just be kept
Yes,
between us,
1000%.
obviously.
Yeah.
First of all, congratulations. How the
Thanks.
tables have turned. This is great. We love
It
to
doesn't need to be like tables or
Oh
turns.
no, I know.
You know what I mean?
I know,
yeah.
but it's just like this was
Goal from the bottom.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love to see it. First thing I want to talk about is obviously we talked last week in the OLG room, had
Yes.
a very open conversation.
Yep.
I wanted to come to you because I do really appreciate your opinion. You're very open-minded, very
Yep.
rational. So when it came to the replacement nominees and stuff like that, like I really wanted to hear like your opinion on that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you giving me an open and honest opinion.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to Tina, I just wanted to talk about that just because obviously that wasn't the plan the whole week. And
Right.
I think you know that just from what I talked to you about with the replacement nominee being Keith. So I'm sure you're probably kind of curious like as to why she ended up going home.
Not necessarily curious about why. I understand the move.
Mm-hmm.
If anything surprised me, it was like I thought that we did have a very open conversation in OLG.
Yeah.
And I don't know why you never spoke to me about Tina going home.
Okay. Yeah.
That was the only like I understood it.
Yeah.
I could like I mean, I still kind of want to hear how that flip happened,
Mm-hmm.
how the decision was made. If anything, I was more choked because we did have that really good talk in OLG,
Mm-hmm.
and I was a little surprised that you didn't give me a heads up.
Fair.
Like I found out Tina was going because Beth told Tina, Tina told me.
Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, so for me, okay, so I guess like when I realized it was gonna be Tina going, it was when I pretty much had an open conversation with Keith, and the kicker for me was just like him promising that in a 4 situation that he would take me to 3.
Right.
And that's literally the first time I've been promised that in this game.
Right.
Because, I mean, I know the optics of it seems like it's set in stone, but I really don't have any 3 set in stone. I don't have any 4 set in stone.
Right.
I think in many situations, when I'm in a 4, I don't get taken by many people that I'm associated
agree
with.
with you.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I think Beth knows she can't beat me.
Yep.
I think she burns me. I think Ty knows for sure he can't beat me, and
Yep.
he burns me. So Keith giving me at least a little bit of security in
For
that
sure.
made me think, okay, he's better for my game. I think we both know that Tina was someone that was going to be taken, not taking
Yep.
somebody in that situation.
And that's fair.
That's fair. And that's basically where my decision lied. When it came to communicating that,
Didn't know how.
honestly, like I was like, first of all, it was like very emotional situation.
Yeah.
And I was worried that, first of all, I was like worried about even telling Tina because I was just like, man, like this is going to be tough. So
Yeah.
I was kind of like, man, I need to make sure this is like the for sure decision. And she had told me like, if you want to send me home, like just make sure you let me know
Yeah.
the day before.
Yeah.
So that entire day, I was like, okay, let's just make sure that this is the right decision before I say anything. And then I guess she was kind of getting like an inkling, and
Yeah.
then asked Beth randomly while she was going to the DR, and then Beth was like, I'm not gonna lie to her face, like I just said yes.
Yeah.
So then obviously I went and had the conversation with her and told her for real. When it came to you, I was honestly just like, I was more just like scared, honestly. Like I was just like, you know, like she's your best friend in the house.
Yeah.
And I was a bit worried about that conversation, and it seemed like it was all very like rushed in that moment because like it came out a bit later than I wanted it to.
Yeah.
Of course, she wanted to hear it more in the morning, but I really didn't know about the decision until like the afternoon. When that it was
So
set in
somebody
stone.
very close to you said the decision was made at the party.
At the party.
Yes.
Oh, okay, no. Well, no, it wasn't made at the party. What we did at the party was tell Keith that he had a chance.
Okay.
So when we went into that room, in the party,
Yes.
we just like, because he was like clearly depressed, like he was like sad, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Someone who was very close to you though said
yeah,
opposite.
yeah, I know. I mean that makes sense because I know it was
Opposite.
It was Beth. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because Beth was like pretty upset about that.
Yeah.
Just because obviously it's her vote that would be, it's a swing vote, right? Like her vote would be the one either saving
Yeah.
Tina or saving Keith. So no, I got an earful about that because obviously me and Ty saw Keith and like he was like extremely sad. He said he was a dead man walking, going home. And in that moment, I was just like, man, I don't want to make him like suffer. So
Right.
I'd rather just tell him that he does have a glimmer of hope.
Right.
And we told Beth that after, and we said we didn't tell him he was staying because that's your vote, and you haven't talked to him yet.
Yeah.
But we told him that he's not completely out the door, because before I put him up, he thought like if I go on the block, I'm going home.
Right.
And I told him no, because we look at every situation, and we look at both sides. So you're not for sure going home.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And he just like assumed that since he's a big target, like he's going home for sure. But I told him, listen, man, you're not out the door. Just like have a good time. You know what I mean?
I'll obviously like ask Ty when I take him to Wendy's, but like if Keith promised you and Beth a final 3, what was in it for Ty?
For keeping Keith.
Yeah.
I think for Ty, I think it mostly came down to like loyalty in the game. Like Ty was pretty choked just because like Keith has done a lot for us, and
Yeah.
there's been many situations where he could have burned us and he didn't. So it never really sat right with him putting him up and sending him home right
Right.
after he did something like the double eviction and didn't touch us.
Yeah.
So like Ty's, you know, genuine guy, big heart. He was like very upset about that. So at the end of the day, he pretty much just said like, I would rather Keith just stay and literally burn us if he has the opportunity than just send him home on the first opportunity after he just saved us.
Right.
So for him, it was like a loyalty, like family kind of thing.
Okay, how long is your loyalty family stuff really going to last though?
Well-
If you know, because during this like flip and Tina and Kiefer, a lot of things were exposed.
Yeah.
I feel like people have been lying to me from the hop, so I don't know what's true and what's bullshit.
Yeah.
But a lot of things came out, and I'm just going to be super candid with you. You're the only one who hasn't talked shit. Legit.
That's fair. I mean,
You were like
that's
you were legitimately the only one, and I know that you would assume that if I put you up, that you're like a big target, and I'm coming after you because you always thought I was coming after you in this game. I do think that people have wanted to pin that on me because I think they think that I have the balls to take a shot.
Yeah. That's all I hear now. Like,
Yeah.
You're going like it's me. It's me.
Yeah.
She's targeting you.
If
she's targeting
oh no. If I told you very candidly, like, you are strong, not just physically. I know you are very smart. I know you are very fast. I know you're a very well-rounded player. If you're sitting on the block, it's only because I want you to save yourself. I do not want you to pull anyone down.
Right. Got you.
That does not mean that you are my target.
Got you.
I told you last week, this all comes down to veto wins now.
Yeah.
That's literally, like, veto wins are almost even more important than HOH is at this point. And if you go on the block, it's only because I think that you have a very good chance of winning the veto. And if you save someone else, it just makes me look like shit. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yes.
Like, you're now putting me, because if I'm being super honest, like, there's 5 people left in the house. I've been very open about, I don't know where Braden's head's at.
Yeah.
When the original flip came between the decision between Austin and Braden, I said that I wanted Braden to go because he will be very hard to get out.
Yeah. You're right.
He
He is.
doesn't say a lot. Everybody loves him. He's really good with everyone. Would it make sense for me to take a shot at Braden? No, it's not going to make sense for anybody to take a shot at Braden. That's why I wanted Austin to stay.
Right.
But that got totally kiboshed.
So, I mean, I'm not saying that Braden's safe, but for me to be coming after Braden doesn't really make any sense. He's never given me a reason not to trust him, and he's never given me a reason to trust him.
Right.
Is where I feel with Braden. Braden is pretty good with everyone. I don't really know what to do with that scenario.
Right.
Between the 4 remaining, who everybody has, like, so much got exposed about your alliances, your deals, what people are promising on, what people are saying. I'm telling you, Jed, you're the only one who hasn't talked shit about any of them. You're the only one who hasn't talked shit about any of them. I heard a bunch, and for some reason, actually, not for some reason, Tina heard a lot because people were literally giving her jury pitches. People gave, like, when Tina said, wow, you sure do learn a lot on the block, because she could not believe that so many people were giving her their final 2 pitches.
Really?
And you want to know who didn't?
Me.
You and Braden.
I don't know if that's good or bad, honestly.
There's 6
I
people
know.
left in this game.
I just don't understand
How
why.
are you giving
I find out-
jury pitches?
I know.
And there is something that I just, like, need you to be fully aware of. A lot came out when Keith was down and out.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
A lot about the alliance, when it started, who was doing what, and how certain people in the alliance were padding with other people to turn on you. So, I don't know, like, I understand you guys are, like, loyal to the soil. I'm telling you, you're the only one who is. I haven't heard anything. And that's actually something that Tina said, is that out of all of the people talking shit, it's not Jed. And when, like, I told you, like when I was like, man, you actually, like, remind me of my brother. Like,
Yeah.
these are real conversations. When we talked in OLG, that was a real candid conversation where I was, like, building trust. Even with the ball pit, not knowing if there was a power and everything in there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we've had some candid where I'm trying to build trust with you, but I know you're very loyal to other people. I don't know if you should be,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that's on you.
Yeah.
If you are sitting on the block, it is not because you are my target. It is because I don't want you I want you to fight for yourself in this game. I want you to think about, like, what's best for Jed in this game. If it came down to me and you in a final 2 situation, I'd be proud to stand next to anybody. Like, at this point, I have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
I have nothing to lose. Everybody's lied to me, essentially. And Braden hasn't really talked to me this entire time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have anything
Right.
to lose. I don't have a reason to lie to you about people that aren't really. Everybody says the biggest move in the game is getting you out, which also, why the fuck would I want that?
Yeah.
Then everybody is cunning for me because I got out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, literally, as soon as we walked out from that HOH comp, it hadn't even been 5 minutes. Kiefer's, like, going off about resumes. Oh, well, now you want a POV and an HOH, and you're going to break up a trio? Like, now you're going to win. And I literally looked at him and was like, can you shut up? Can we stop?
Yeah.
There is still so much left in this game. You can't assume anything.
Yeah.
You can't assume anything about anyone.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
You just go on resumes.
I had a good week.
Yeah.
I did also hear that you apparently, again, I don't know if this is true or people are throwing you under the bus. You don't even have to tell me if it's true or not. You can know if it's true in your head and who you told it to and if it's true. That you were, like, almost, like, disgusted, almost choked, that now me and you have the same resume, and that you couldn't believe that, oh my God, really? I have the same resume as Tara.
No, I never said that. I never said that.
I don't think it sounds like something you would
No,
say.
I didn't say that. It's I honestly hope to God it came from Braden, because that's exactly what he said. He said, well, Braden said he had 0 wins. And he's like, now Tara has more wins than me.
Oh, it actually wasn't him.
Well, I'm just.
It wasn't.
Yeah, I know. I don't
When
know.
I say, like, Braden hasn't really said anything to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you have information on Braden that you would like to give me, I don't know. Braden doesn't really talk to me. I have no reason.
Yeah, I mean, with Braden, it's mostly just like he hasn't played the game, right? So it's just
Yeah.
like he's been attached to Beth, and
Yeah.
like they're attached, and then like now him and Ty are like very close as well.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Which, does that not make you nervous that two people that you are really closely aligned with
no, it does.
are really tight with the person that could essentially be taken? And I'm
Yes.
not saying like anybody can win.
Yeah.
Braden has been very close in everything. I'm not counting Braden out not winning anything. But the two people that you are closest, like you are the only, you didn't pad anything. Kiefer told me even how Kiefer was padding me and Tina. And now Ty and Beth are fighting over who's got Braden. Like you have to like visibly.
Oh no, I can see that, and I know that moving forward. That's why I'm telling you that like I don't have anything set in stone.
Yeah.
And we literally talked before you ever had power. Like when we were working out, like I told you,
Yes.
like you are an asset to my game
Yeah.
moving forward.
And
like,
I think that you're an asset to mine.
Yeah, like I know that these two people that I've been aligned with this whole game do not have my best interest in mind when it comes to the end game.
Or they could be lying to me. I don't know.
I don't know, but I feel the same way, honestly. Like, and I've been
Yeah.
thinking about this for a long time. And even in OLG, when you said like you're extremely loyal, like how long does that run for?
Yeah.
And it's like for me, it's always been just to get to the end.
Yeah.
And then that's when I had to start making some tough decisions because I know
Yeah.
that in the end, I'm not getting taken by either of them to the
No.
4 and in the 3. So my best chance is having you, like someone
Yeah.
like you, in the 4
Yeah.
or the 3.
I'm not scared to sit next to someone strong. I'm not scared to sit next to a showman.
Everyone else is.
I came here to play.
Everyone else is.
You know
except
what I
for you.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to have conversations. I'm going to have pitches. I'm trying to play an honest game. I'm going to win when I can. I'm going to do my best. I'm not in a position, like, I legit have nothing to lose.
Yeah, I know.
If I get you out, are you kidding? Keith is going to have everybody guns
You're the
blazing at me.
You're the biggest player in here.
But if
yeah.
it's not even true.
I know, but like people like
But
to paint
yes.
that picture. You know what I mean? Like,
And that's all
Keith
people
is the
have been
first one to
doing.
list off resumes when Vic was on the block. He was, going down the line of her resume, and it's just like a big. That's his mind. That's how it works.
Totally.
What have you done in this game, and how big of a target are you because
But because
of that?
he does that, you also have to see why, like, if I'm literally by myself, don't really have anyone, I almost need to keep somebody like Kiefer because somebody's going to take a shot at him. Guy's already talking about winning.
Oh yeah, exactly. I know.
He's already talking about how he's going to get there.
Yeah,
Do you
Yeah.
see where I am?
absolutely,
Like,
absolutely.
I promise you, if like you're on the block, it's only because I think that you can win and I want you to save yourself.
This is the same conversation we had at Wendy's.
Yeah.
Like when I told you like I was putting you up on the block,
Yeah.
I told you like win the veto and save. Like, save yourself. Like I
Yeah,
want to see.
I know that you can.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't want you, like, if I was like building this trust with you, I wouldn't want like, okay, like building this trust, I'm not actually going to put Jed on the block. You take down somebody else, totally screw me over, and then I look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like literally on TV, they'd be like, buddy just had you on the block, like,
yeah.
said that Kiefer was going home, essentially blindsided you, send home your best friend. And now you don't put him on the block and he pulls somebody else down and now I look brutal.
You're right.
You know?
No, that's fair. That's fair.
But it's not necessarily because, and I'm not saying that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have conversations. I'm trying to filter out some of the bullshit. But straight up, Jed, you're the only one who has not done it yet. You're the only one who has not done it. And to me, that means something.
Yeah.
We've said it so early on, like how you are when your back's in a corner. This was when people's backs weren't in a corner. People were having conversations with me before I even took myself off the block. In case I did, so that I would be angry at you.
Right. That's fair.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's not the game I'm playing. I think me and you were playing similar games when it comes to just being straight up and honest.
telling
and
you,
not
you're the
talking
only
shit.
one who hasn't.
Yeah, like, so that's just not who I am. And at this point, I think you know my character.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to start doing it now. So I know.
And granted, like, these are people that you've been working, they fully well could be lying to me. They could very well be like, look, just so you know, I'm saying this to her. But it's still
Well, I
happening.
haven't heard it, so
yeah.
fuck.
Okay. But it's still happening for
yeah.
a reason.
Yeah, no, it is happening for a reason. It's
there were
planting
people-
seeds, like, you know what I'm saying?
Pitching jury pitches to Tina. And honestly, that kind of made me angry because I'm like, man, she's going home.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked, I'm not going to lie.
She's going home. Like,
I don't even think, like, what I said about that is, like, if you haven't built a strong enough relationship by now that you don't need to, like, that you don't need to do that, then there's no point of doing it.
No, and even if, like, Tina is actually, everybody thinks that Tina would just automatically vote for me. That's not even true.
No.
Tina loves this game. Tina was one of the most honest, straight shooting, if I made it to the end and I didn't deserve it or I didn't make moves, like, she's not just going to give me her vote.
Right.
She's not going to campaign for me. She's not going to, like, Tina is going to be looking at the game. That's why I cared and respected Tina so much. She didn't care about the bullshit or people talking shit or whatever. She literally looked at it in a game perspective.
Right.
You know?
She was objective.
Yeah.
And she always said that to me.
And Beth got super upset with her
Yeah.
over something that she said that Beth twisted and took the wrong way. The way that Beth took a spin on that on Tina, I was like, first of all, I don't know why this is happening right before Tina
Like a
leaves.
jury pitch?
Well, in like her jury pitch where Tina kind of said, you know, if you're sitting next to Jedson and Kiefer in the end, because we knew that Kiefer pitched you guys a final 3. The only thing that Tina said was like, if you're sitting with Jedson and Kiefer, she's like, I don't think that looks the greatest for your game because Kiefer's resume is more and perception would be that Jedson took you there. Because people have said, and I don't know if this is true, that you threw that HOH to Beth.
Which one?
That you threw it to her.
I actually didn't. But yeah, I actually didn't.
I've heard a lot about people throwing stuff. I've even heard about people throwing this one, saying that they threw this one
Oh, really?
because people want me to make a shot.
I mean, fuck.
I don't know if this
honestly,
is
like,
true.
my mind doesn't go there. But
No,
like,
and then that pisses me off because I'm like, are you kidding? I got 6 out of 7 questions.
Exactly.
Right. Like, why
like,
can't I just enjoy
you
this
won it.
moment?
You earned it, and like you studied, like you knew your stuff.
Yeah.
So like you
I did
earned
get one of the questions wrong, which,
Yeah.
but it was still like, but I have heard that apparently people threw this.
it. Really?
And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know who's lying to me.
Jesus.
I don't have anything to lose.
I can't believe
But
people are
then
throwing
when
things
when
at us.
Beth got upset, and I'm not saying this to turn you on Beth.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it to create waves. I'm just making what is known to me and why I'm making my decisions. But Beth was pitching why she deserves it and why she deserves to win. So Beth feels like she's sitting in final 2. I don't know who she is final 2s with at this point.
Yeah.
And she got really upset because Tina just didn't understand why Keith's deal was appealing to Beth at this point. But Beth turned it into women going against women. This is 2021. And Tina's like, this isn't like, Tina's like, hello, I'm gay. I'm for the ladies.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she's like, I'm just looking at the game. Like, Kiefer's resume is a lot stronger because Tina didn't understand why you guys were keeping Kiefer. He's going to be very difficult to beat and get out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's won a lot of comps. He escaped a backdoor.
Yep. No, his resume is the best by far. 100%.
You know?
Yeah.
That's the only point that Tina was making. And then the only thing she said about you and her was that because people told her that you threw the comp to Beth. So she was literally saying to Beth, like, I was told that Jedson threw the comp to you and that he made the decision to get out Vic.
Fuck, that actually sounds way better than it actually was. Like, if it's being perceived that way, like, I guess I'll take it. But like, I really didn't feel
I mean,
that
if
competition.
you threw it with the answer of 66 or whatever, I mean, that was not being fair.
You don't think I would? Yeah, you don't think I'd throw it with like 300? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I actually fucked up the question.
Yeah,
Like-
it looked like a big fuck up to
Yeah,
me.
like,
I was
that's
like,
embarrassing. Like,
Yeah.
I was like literally embarrassed. Like,
Yeah.
explaining myself in the DR, like, embarrassing. So I actually didn't throw that. I hope you believe me in that situation.
No, I think that you're a competitor. I don't think you're here to throw shit.
I'm not gonna throw shit.
No.
People have always been floating out the idea of me throwing vetoes and stuff coming up. I'm like, why would I ever do that?
No.
I can't. And even if I said I'm gonna
No,
throw
I
something,
feel like I know that. I'm telling
No.
you, when I feel like you tell me things, I think they're true. And I could be wrong. I
No.
could. Oh, and that's another thing that so many people have said to me that you've never said to me, which is really annoying. You'll understand when you watch it back. Do you know how many people have said that to me? 3.
I don't say that.
I will understand when I watch it back, as if I'm not living in this house and
Yeah.
I don't see things as they're unfolding.
Right.
What do I have to, like, what, that you guys had a powerful 4 alliance, but the only thing that I don't know is your fucking name.
Yeah. No, it's fair.
Like, you guys have played a pretty visible game.
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
Everybody keeps saying to me,
That's why I
you will understand when you watch it back. Like, people are giving me jury management,
Holy shit.
where I'm like, I'm not,
I haven't jury
I'm not
managed
saying,
anybody.
Well, no, there's
Like,
6 people in
I
here.
know.
I've never thought that, like, it would be an easy road for me to get to final 2. I'm not making deals for final 2s
Mm-hmm.
or final 3s. Like, I have to survive I play 1 week at a time.
Yes. That's what we have to do right now too.
And I've literally just been trying to filter out shady fucking people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in a position where the majority of them are shady now.
Right. And honestly, like,
I just don't know why they would be saying certain things to me and Tina. Tina's going home.
Yeah.
Why, like,
Yeah.
even
no,
if
I
they're at this
understand
point,
that.
you don't need covers anymore.
Exactly.
You don't.
No,
what's
all the cards are out right now.
You don't need, like, if they're like, oh, don't worry, I'm just like lying to her for this. There's not that many people
Oh, I see what
left
you're
in the
saying.
game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Unless they're doing jury management or I don't know. You're the only one who hasn't, and Braden really hasn't because he hasn't really said anything to me.
Right. And I hope that like sits well with you that I haven't been doing that. Cause,
Oh, it
You know what I
does.
mean? Because like I'm not.
It does.
Like I feel like my relationships that I've built so far are strong enough that if someone wants to vote for me in the end, they're gonna vote for me.
No,
They're not
absolutely.
gonna. Whatever
Yeah.
I say to you before you're literally out the door won't change anything. Like,
No.
you know what I mean? Like that's just
Tina
not how
said
I'm
that on
playing.
her way out. The only one who hasn't been acting super shady is Jed. And I'm like, oh, I know, I see it.
Fuck, man, that kills me. But yeah, I mean,
But I mean, obviously, I'm going to give you a heads up. I'm going
Yeah,
to continue to have
absolutely.
my conversations. If
Yeah.
you are on the block, it is not because you're my big target.
yeah, and there's no.
No, I just need you to fight for you.
Absolutely.
That's the only reason.
And I knew that.
Because I know you're loyal to the soil. I know that if you're not, you probably would take somebody down and force my hand to do something else. Do you know what I mean? Because I think you are actually super loyal. In this scenario, if you're sitting on the block, I need you to be loyal to Judson. And
I would
you know,
appreciate you
like
giving me
if
that
like
opportunity,
if next week, because I do think that you are very capable. Like, I think you are strong. I've said it from the beginning. If you were my target before, you were. You're not now because number one, if you go, that just puts a huge target on me because everybody is fighting to get out Judson. Everybody wants that move. It doesn't make sense for me to get you out because I do think people would come for you next week.
Yeah.
You'd have to win.
Yep.
Not to mention, if I get you out, now I have the greatest resume of all time. When I was already going on the block in most scenarios anyway.
Yeah.
Now I'm more viable to go out.
Right.
But in the same sense, I also, as much I believe what you told me about Kiefer, but he's also a big target too.
Yeah. Exactly.
I need to be thinking, how do I handle this HOH so that I can survive next week?
Right. That's something I can secure you with.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, you telling me that I'm not your target
You're
already
not.
gives me.
You're not. I'm telling you it 100%.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, and that
You're
just already
not.
gives me a lot
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
This is a good relationship, and I know that.
I think you should light a fire though.
Yeah.
Like I think that you should, and you don't. They're still your. I don't know how you want to handle it.
Yeah.
They could be lying to me. I don't know.
They could be lying to me equally as much, honestly.
But their pitches make sense.
Yeah, I know. It makes sense. It makes sense.
They make sense.
But yeah, I mean, next week, obviously, you know, I'm capable of winning every competition now. I'm going balls to the wall, and like you've seen,
You have
you've
to,
seen it
yeah.
happen, and what happens when I do that. So,
I know that you can
Yeah.
crush it.
Yeah. So like next week when you can't play, I don't want you to just be a for sure out because it's not good for my game.
No,
Like-
honestly,
No, it's not. I need you in this game.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So like next week,
and if
I can.
you're in a position where you win next week, you can't play in HOH, and I can play in the POV.
Exactly.
I didn't come here to fuck around. I was surprised at some of the comps that I was doing so terribly at. I do think this game has been very fair, so there's no guarantee. You don't even know what the POV will be, what the HOH will be, but like, I will give it my all. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you stay, if you win HOH, I win POV, and I keep your noms the same, so that you don't. Do you know what I mean?
It's the same. It'd be the same as this situation.
Yeah.
And I know that moving forward, I don't want you going home. Like I'm serious about
I
that.
honestly don't want you going home either.
Yeah.
And I know
And
that
it's weird to
sounds crazy.
say, I know. Because obviously everyone's telling me like Tara's gunning for you this week.
Yeah.
Like
If
you're
you
the one. And I'm like,
Could maybe feel like you're the target. I don't know.
okay. No, I
I
can
don't
do
know
that.
if I want people to know that I actually trust you more than them.
What I'm gonna, yeah, I'll just say like I feel like I'm going on the block. Like I think she wants me out this week. Like I can just say that kind of stuff and it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't care. At the end of the day, like
I mean, it's up to you if you want to like share some of the information that I told you. I would prefer if you didn't.
I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like I know people are talking about me. I haven't really talked shit about anybody else.
You haven't.
Yeah. So
I'm
it's
telling
like,
you, Jetson, you
I'm not gonna
haven't.
start now. I'm just gonna whatever play it cool. I'm just gonna say like
Yeah.
she wants to make a big move probably. So I
Yeah.
mean, I guess the only thing I can ask in that situation is like, if I don't win the veto, that someone is beside me that can go home as well. You know what I mean? So there's some kind of a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, so this is where, like, what do you think is best? Like, I don't know.
I mean, it really obviously depends on the veto. Like, if noms are the same, or if someone takes someone down. I think in a
If
lot of scenarios, the
noms-
veto will be used this week.
Okay.
In a lot of situations.
Would they be used by the, like, obviously if you're on the block, you're going to use it on yourself.
Yeah.
Whoever is the other person, they're going to use it on themselves.
Right.
I don't know who would use it in the other scenario
Like, if they're off the block.
if they're off the block.
Yeah. I'm not too sure. It really depends. I think it really just depends who's on the block. Like,
Yeah.
like for example, if you put up me and Ty,
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be a lot of situations where someone off the block uses it, and that's just to save themselves for the following week.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, one of us is staying, and technically we still have numbers going into the following
There's
week.
potential that anybody that's not on the block could use it.
Yeah, there is. That's why it's kind of sketch. I think for you, like the biggest thing would just be like securing yourself next week and like making a good move, big move that's not ruffling everyone's feathers at the same time.
Yeah. Well, because here's the thing, I don't honestly have a target. I really don't. Like, when I say to you that it's not you because you're the only one who hasn't talked shit, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Like, everybody else has lied.
Yeah.
And at that point, it all comes down to that veto anyway. And then it's what everyone else decides.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't even have
Yeah,
control
there's no
over that.
tiebreaker after that. Exactly.
No, it's 2 votes.
Exactly. It's 2 votes. That's
It's
the thing.
literally 2 votes.
Yeah.
I am in a position where, like, I would prefer if a veto was used, it was one of the people
On the block. Exactly.
Because it's just way less blood on my hands,
Right. Right.
right? If somebody off the block uses it, I potentially have 4 people who are now all pissed at me.
Exactly. Yeah. That's that. Yeah.
So I need to think realistically of like who has the best chance of. I think that you are very strong and that you can win it. And it's not just because you're physical. I know you're fucking smart as fuck. You crush that crossword way before anyone else. And I've seen you watch the other ones that you haven't been able to play in.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds crazy, but I'm kind of thinking, I need you to win this.
Yeah. 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 I know. It is crazy.
It is. It's the
I
craziest.
never would have thought I'd hear
No,
that, but yeah.
I know. Like, I'm kind of like being like, please, Jet, like, please show
Yeah.
what you came here for.
Right.
And then, honestly, if that was the scenario, I would really chat with you about who do you think is my best choice.
Yeah. I mean, I think we'd have the same conversation as we had in OLG. Just
Yeah, like,
just
who
different-
should I put up? Because then you would be in a position where your vote matters too.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I do need to figure out. I don't know, it's not going to be like an easy week. Like,
Yeah.
as
Well, I
much
didn't
as-
know about like because like obviously I heard you say like the cut and dry comment,
Oh,
and
no,
I,
it's
just,
not that
I
cut
honestly
and dry.
didn't think you were telling the truth. I thought you were like, oh, you're just saying that to like make me feel better or something, or make people feel better.
No, it's honestly not that cut and dry.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people think that you have like your mind made up. Like
A lot of
before
people
you
think a
won.
lot of shit, and I'm done with what everybody thinks. I'm honestly like, I'm so over it. Like, I can't even, like, the BS meter, and it's
Oh my god, it's gonna get worse too. Like
totally gonna get worse. It's totally gonna get worse. And I'm telling you, you're the only one who hasn't talked any shit. And kind of Braden, but Braden doesn't talk shit. He doesn't really. He
yeah.
doesn't say anything good. He doesn't say anything bad.
yeah, exactly. I can't even believe that. Honestly, like I just came in here to play a certain way, and I think you
And I
can't.
do think like Braden is also someone who will be difficult to get out because he's got his bases covered. Like, there is a lot of. I know that you might think you're the biggest target, but for me, you're actually not.
Well, I know I've been painting that way this whole game. I knew I would
Of
walk into
course
this
you
house
have. Of
as a
course
target
you
without
have.
doing anything.
Of course you have. And people intentionally were trying to pin me against you very early on.
Absolutely.
Very early on. and I thought we weaved all of them out, but I don't think we
Yeah,
have.
there's still some. Exactly. Same but different. It's literally the most true thing ever.
It is.
That can be our duo name.
And I
Same
would
thing,
like,
but different.
I need you to win the veto.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I need you to. I need you to, like, fight for your game, and I need you to, like, because I just can't have anybody getting pulled off. And then from there, I can be like, okay, who actually makes the most sense? I obviously need to be leaving targets for next week that aren't just me. Because in every scenario, if I didn't win this, my ass was going on the block. Pretty much in all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, realistically, yeah.
So in all fairness, nobody should feel fucking safe when I know every single person would have put me up.
Exactly. And if anyone's telling you differently, then they're lying to your face.
I know they are.
Yeah.
You're the only one who would like, yeah, you put me up. You told me.
Yeah.
Flat out.
Yeah.
You told me flat out.
Yeah.
Everybody else would be like, oh, no. We're going to put up Brayden Keeper.
No.
Or this or that. Do you know? Like,
Right.
you're putting me up. I go up every time. I go up every time. I don't.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I feel like moving forward. Like,
And
if
it's
we-
not fully like set in stone.
Oh, no. But it is what it is. Like, if you gotta do what you gotta do, either way, you know, I'm gonna be
If-
pushing
yeah.
for that veto.
If you're up there, it's because I'm picking on you
yeah.
to win it.
Yeah. No, and yeah. That's the same thing.
And then literally figuring out,
The best.
like,
move.
I just don't know if I put you up, like, who I should sit next to you. And if you come down, who goes up. For me, moving forward, I don't have anybody else to look out for other than myself. That's all I have now. Because even like the stuff that people are going to bring me right now, I'm not buying it.
Right. I mean, really, yeah, it just depends who you're, like, I know you don't have a target, but it would depend, like, who you would lean towards.
It's not even about having a target. It's about who's going to be a bigger target than me next week. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
exactly.
who else can be,
Yeah.
because I know my name will come up. I know I'm going to be sitting on the block. Like, I have to position myself like,
Oh, I
who
see.
is
Oh.
more likely, if I'm in a scenario where my ass is on the block, or if I'm in a scenario where I can't win a veto or whatever it is, who am I sitting next to?
That's more likely to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't know.
Okay.
Because everybody's so shady. I don't really know where anybody really is.
Right.
And I don't know what to make of all these final fours, final threes, final twos. Everybody's saying that since day 2. I'm like, okay, I get it. If you guys said something on day 2, we're on day 49 now. It's different.
Right. Okay.
And there are people here like to play as like I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but we're at the point it's no longer about a team. If you
Right.
came here to win, you have to make moves that get you to the end in the best position.
Right. I completely agree. Yeah. Yeah, I think your biggest decision will be putting 2 people up where a third is least likely to use the veto. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So,
Who is least likely to use it?
well, if you think about it, for example, if you put me and Ty up,
Yeah.
the veto will almost definitely be used in
Yes.
any scenario,
Yeah.
even if someone's off the block,
Yeah.
which will be bad for you because then you'll have to replace, and it'll be 4 people. That
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you put up me and someone like Brayden, then if I win and come off, you have the choice of putting up a bigger target beside Brayden who would go home.
Right.
If I guess if I don't take myself off, then we still have the option of moving forward
Yeah.
together. And then
Like you're saying, if I put up you and Braden, even if you didn't win it, if Beth or Ty won it, they would probably take you down.
I think in most situations,
Yeah.
that would probably be true. But at the end of the day, I don't know now. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't know what Beth's thinking. Like I know that she's thinking about herself. She wants to win. Like she
Yeah.
wants to play a girls' game. Like I know that from the very beginning. She said that.
Yeah.
So it's like, does she do it? I don't know.
Right. There is a big push that people want me to put up you and Beth side by side. But I don't know if that necessarily makes sense for me. That might make sense to other people.
Yeah, obviously that makes sense to other people for sure. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think that in that situation, the veto gets used no matter what, because Braden would take Beth off. Ty would probably take me off.
Yeah.
And then Kiefer is like up in the air, but he may take one of us off as well. He might take me off. So it's like in that situation, you're in another off
Yes.
block person using the veto.
There is the option, because for whatever reason, Kiefer thinks that it's a two-man show, that he wants to go with you to the end. He wants to stand next to the best. Like, do I fucking put Kiefer up next to you and be like, here's your chance, duke it out?
Right. That's potential too.
But then I think in that scenario, even if Ty or Beth win and they take you off and I put somebody up in every scenario,
I honestly don't think.
Keith is going home and then I don't have a target for next week. Do you know what I mean?
You don't have one next
Well, no,
week?
no, I need to keep a target that's bigger than me.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes.
Like,
yes.
as much as I believe that Keith is lying, he's lying to me, he's lying to you.
Yeah.
His deals, I don't buy them. Like,
Yeah.
we visibly got into an argument, the whole house knew about it.
Yep.
Even the stuff that he's bringing to me now, I'm not buying it, but at the same time, like, if he goes on my HOH, I am completely exposed next week. And in those cases, I go home because I think people would take Brayden over me. I think your three would take over.
Well, what I can tell you is that, like, if we were to have one, if, like, I were to have won this week, like, you wouldn't have been my target. It was going to be Brayden.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that, full honesty. So
I think he could be a target as well
next week,
for next week.
he would be.
Yeah.
He would be. And I don't know who's
The
talking.
thing is, like, Brayden's getting really good, and he's getting, like, very close to wins.
Yeah, I know.
I wouldn't be surprised if he won that HOH or if he pulled out that veto. Do you know what I mean? That's why I need a little bit of insurance.
Yeah. Well, that's why it also shouldn't be completely off the table as someone that goes.
Who do you feel would be more distrustful to you, Ty or Beth?
More distrustful.
Yeah, like, who do you think is more?
I also
'Cause
think
I'll-
Beth.
Yeah,
I think Beth. Yeah.
yeah. A lot of, like, a lot of the stuff that I've heard some stuff direct, and I've heard a lot of he said, she said.
Okay.
A lot
Like
of
from
the,
other people.
well, a lot of information did come from Tina directly, and Tina's got no reason to lie to me at
Right.
this point. And some I heard myself.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I think in that situation, like, I could see Beth burning me before Ty. I think they both would.
Yeah.
But I think earlier, like, sooner than
Because
later.
even if your target was Brayden, I don't think that they would do that. They're both, like, fighting over Brayden right now.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what's going on with that.
But I know that just they're like in the optics of the game, they don't like that he hasn't done anything.
Right.
And he's made it this far.
Right.
Even though they're friends, I
Yeah.
know that they would, just because he was playing the other side
Mm-hmm.
the whole game, coming after us, and then all of a sudden his best friend gets taken out and he's our best friend. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's not sitting well with me at all.
I understand that. I just can't, like, even like him and Ty, they look very flirty together. I don't know what the fuck's up
But
with
I
that.
think Ty's playing him, honestly.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be real about that.
And then him and Beth seem like they're always like laughing and having, like, I literally
Yeah.
just look at it and I'm like, oh, I don't fucking know what to do.
I think a lot of
I
it.
just want to survive. I want to be able to survive after an HOH.
I know it's hard. Like, it's the most vulnerable you'll ever be in this game.
Yeah.
It's literally me right now. So it's like it's literally just trying to build those
I just need you to
relationships.
get the
before-
fucking veto.
I know. Like I know for myself, I need to get it.
Yeah.
Like I want to get it. I'm
Oh.
gonna I'm going hard. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna win it. So
Yeah.
like, if that helps you, then good.
It would.
Yeah.
It would help me immensely.
Yeah. I think it's just your decision about.
It's like who would
Yeah,
sit
who is the
next to
best,
you,
yeah.
and then who would go up. Because I'm being honest, I don't really have a target. It's just not you.
Right.
You're the only person who hasn't fucking bullshitted me yet.
I'm
And
not going to this whole game.
and like you could, like, I mean, I don't know what you say to them. I don't care. You haven't said any lies to my face. You haven't talked shit. You've been pretty straight with me this entire time.
Yeah.
Like, even when you put me on the block, even when you sent Tina home, like, I understand those things. This sounds super sketch, but sending home Tina, you almost did me a favor. And it's not because I don't freaking love Tina, but everybody was connecting me to Tina. I would have had to keep fighting against Tina week after week after week.
Yeah.
And that sucks to do.
I know.
That's shit to do.
And I told you that.
When you're just like fighting against like your best friend. And like,
Exactly.
you know, you're in a position where you don't want to pitch because you're sitting next to your best friend.
Exactly.
Was I super choked that Tina went because of who she is in this house? But like, we knew together the odds of both of us getting to the end
Yeah,
was next to impossible.
yeah.
We knew
It
that.
was hard, yeah.
We
No,
knew
it's
that.
hard.
Like, we would have open discussions where it was like, our time is coming to an end. Like, it's either me or it's going to be you. And
Right.
when we knew when that veto happened, when I won, I first thought, like, maybe there was a saving grace when you put up Kiefer. But then once we saw the shift, like, we were like, well, no, we get the move.
Right.
That's why you didn't get any kickback from me. That's why I did not campaign for her. That's why she didn't really pitch like crazy for herself. We would have always been in this position. So I don't have bitter feelings about that.
Yeah.
And that's genuine.
Yeah.
Like, I love Tina. I miss her in this house like crazy. It sucked to win and not have her here. I'm literally just celebrating by myself. Everybody's like looking so sad. Everybody's so sad.
Like,
I was like, oh, like a fucking movie, you know? Like, I'm like, sorry.
yeah.
I'm stoked for me.
Yeah.
But I understand.
Yeah.
But
But honestly, like when
you're not a target.
Yeah, and honestly, like I
And I
know.
need you to pull out a win for yourself.
Yeah, yeah, I know,
And then you can make decisions.
Exactly.
You're a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
I've given you information that I have. It could be bullshit. It could be whatever. This is the information that I have.
Mm-hmm.
This is like what was like brought to me by other people and a lot of shit that was brought to Tina
Mm-hmm.
for jury votes, which I think is ridiculous
Yes. Me
when
too.
there's 6 people.
Yeah.
You give jury pitches if you're standing in final 2.
Exactly.
That's how you do it. And then you lay out your entire game. This game is not set in stone on day 49.
Right. That's stupid. I've never done that. I won't do it until I'm at the very end. So.
No, you do it when you
Yeah,
deserve
like,
it.
Yeah. No.
The fact that some people are that comfortable
Yeah.
is fucked.
That is fucked. That makes me worried about some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're good.
Okay.
If
No, it's
you
great.
could please keep this.
Oh, absolutely.
Just
I'm not telling
us.
anybody. And I know our conversations are probably the realest ones in here.
Yeah. And honestly, that's like why I wanted to pick Ty for Wendy's. I really got to pick his brain out too. You know?
Yeah. I think it just has to be like a strategic move, you know?
Totally.
Setting yourself up next week, and then also, yeah, just like not ruffling too many feathers, obviously, but also doing something that's going to help you.
Yeah,
on
who's
the
not going to be
resume.
bitter as shit?
Exactly.
Who's going to actually be looking at like why things are happening?
Yeah. And I hope you know that I wouldn't be. I'm not going to be bitter.
No, I don't
Like,
think
I'm
you're,
not
because I
going
think
to.
you're going to take your ass off the block, and I'm
Yeah.
going to be like, I'm going to have to be like, shit. But inside I'm like, yes.
Yes. That was honestly like me when you won yesterday. I wasn't
Yes.
that mad. Everyone was so mad, and I was like,
No.
this is like kind of good for them. Like we've had so many deep
And
conversations.
it is fine if they think that we're cutting for each other.
Yeah.
That's actually better for us.
I agree.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not a bad thing.
That's what everyone thinks. So.
But if like when you win and I'm all like,
Yeah.
shoot,
You're like,
Jensen, like just
Yeah.
know that
I might
inside
talk
I'm
some
like,
shit.
thank God, Jensen. Yeah, do
I'm gonna
it.
be like, yeah, Tara. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
go
try.
ahead.
Good try. Tara.
Good. Do it. Do it. And I'm like,
That's what I'm gonna do.
and then if you win HOH next week, I can look like I'm all fucking scared too. And then you can make your decision based on your decision and your game moving forward. You know?
Yeah.
All right, bring it.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right. Great chat. Thanks so much.
Yes. Of course.
Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna probably listen to music later.
Yeah, absolutely.
In my feelings.
Yeah. No, there's some good songs to get you out of your feelings
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I got a couple that you'll
All
like.
right.
Okay.
Talk to you later.